He's not Ruth Lorenzo. He's not Diana Navarro. He's not Lola Indigo. He is not... Who else was on that list?
Rosalía.
Rosalia, but he is just as amazing. He is Blas Cantó, and he's singing for Spain at Eurovision 2020. Shall we talk about it?
Let's do this.
Vamonos. Yes, Spain has surprised everyone by out of the blue revealing their Eurovision 2020 singer, and he is a proper singer with mega hits. You may remember Blas Cantó from the boy band Arjun, who of course attempted to go to Eurovision. He is very much in the Eurovision orbit. He auditioned for Junior Eurovision way back in 2004. He auditioned in 2011, losing to Lucia Perez, Como Quentin Lo Bayao, something like that. He has wanted this for a long time, and I think that desire is so wonderful. This will not be an OT situation where nobody wants to go. Everyone on this list wants to go. Okay, they are one for one. His name, Blas Cantó, Luis wrote a great post, and I was editing, and I wrote Bel Canto. I was like, wait a minute, Bel Canto, beautiful song, beautiful music. And it's an honest mistake because Blas Cantó, he can make some beautiful music. In any case, Luis, you're a Spaniard, so please educate us, tell us, what do you think?
I'm totally surprised. I mean, it was the last thing I expected for today. It was just completely out of the water at 2 in the afternoon, and RTVE was like, "We're announcing it now in 1 hour." So it was all a shock. But actually, Blas had been on the talks for a long time, not only this year. In previous years, well, he tried to go when he was part of the boy band. So I actually think it's great that now he has been selected internally because it shows his progression as a singer, and the fact that he's someone who's actually quite big in the Spanish industry. I'm not a big fan of his music though, but I think he's a great performer. He can deliver, and yeah, his music so far doesn't really light my fire, but maybe his Eurovision song does. So yeah, I'm quite positive about him going to Eurovision.
Porrig, does he light your fuego?
Well, the thing that I was most shocked by was the lack of drama, because Spain and Eurodrama is nearly hand in hand, and for it just to arrive like so inconspicuously of a Saturday afternoon without any hype, because like even when they had a Durnay picked in 2015, she was internally selected, but they were like drip drop making all this drama, and I was basically like, I don't remember, but like I remember was it they were showing us her shadow, or like all this like random clues, and like bam, we just get Blas. But I think on paper he seems like a good choice. Like, he's a good looking guy, he's popular, he's got lots of charisma, he's talented. He won Your Face Sounds Familiar. Like, he was able to do Cher, Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, all the big names. But I'm a little bit worried that it's style over substance, because he's very nice to look at and his music videos are very visual and expensive looking. But when I put on his biggest hit, it's in Spanish, so I won't try to pronounce it, but the one with 65 million views, it really, like, it starts off nice and it's nice and pleasant, but I was like, because it's still going, it feels like it goes on for a long time. And it's not my kind of cup of tea.
It's interesting you say that. There was a comment on wiwibloggs by Ski Walco, and he says, nobody expects the Spanish artist announcement. He seems like a good singer, but to me his songs, though pleasant and well produced, lack something extra that would help him stand out at Eurovision. I'm mildly positive about Spain's choice. I guess the song reveal will clear everything up. And I have to say, I tend to agree. He clearly has the talent and he has the look, but when I hear the song, this big hit, No Soy, what is it, Luis?
Él no soy yo.
There you go. He is not me. Okay, he is not me.
Solo escucha mi voz, porque aquí estoy yo.
You know, it's pleasant, but it's not like, you know, the winning song. But I think that doesn't matter, because for Eurovision, you can create the 3-minute song that does wow, and they have enough time. Because what's most important is having the raw ingredients, right? You need some eggs and some flour and some chocolate to make a chocolate cake. okay? And then how you execute that cake, that comes down to, the kitchen, the oven, RTVE. So hopefully this cake will be delicious, and I think it will. On the Tukara Masuena point, his imitation of Cher, amazing. He can perform. He nailed her visually, but also vocally. He sounded like Cher. Cher sounded like him. It was stunning. He did Diana Navarro. He did John Travolta. He did Anastasia. He can perform is my point. And this is another ingredient in that cake. You got to get some frosting for that cake. He can perform. There's the frosting. Y'all better eat it. Luis.
Yeah, and he's joins the list of Spanish winners of Tu Cara Me Suena who go to Eurovision. There's also Ruth Lorenzo, Edurne. I don't know if Soraya won, but she was there as well. So yeah, the problem you were commenting, I think it's my main issue with Blas. I mean, I know he's a big name. I know he has several hits, but I can't really even hum those songs, and I have been exposed to them because they sound regularly on the radio. I mean, I know El No Soy Yo, but I actually cannot hum it now. So that's a problem, but I don't know. I mean, it's his Eurovision song. I think he will actually try to go for something not as not as commercial or as sort of as not ordinary, but yeah, as simple as his. For example, his last song is a very simple guitar song that you've heard millions of times. He does it well, but
Baila la la la.
it's nothing special. But I hope his Eurovision song, he has months to prepare it, so yeah, I think he'll go for something bigger than his back catalog.
Yeah, it's interesting. Do we know what the process is? Is he looking for submissions, or does he have a song? Did he submit a song? Are they just going to give a call to Thomas Gison and be like, hey, give us a song? Do we know any of that yet? Because a lot of that will affect how I view the selection. Because if it's more of the same, I'm not that excited. If it's Thomas Gison, I'm not that excited. But if it's an open submission or he's working with big players, it could be something to get excited about.
No, the thing is that he explained on the interview they did with him after the announcement, he was explaining that he has several songs written already, but he will be still writing songs until he finds the one, or they choose one of them. There's no date for when the song is going to be released because there's not a song chosen right now. So yeah, he hasn't commented anything on whether they're going to open submissions or invite composers. So yeah, I think it will be just something that he and his team will decide. And relating to his team, this is something that might not sound good, but the team behind Blas is the same group of people that were behind Manel Navarro in 2017. So they actually want. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't sound good, but I think they want revenge for what happened with Manel. So yeah, they'll try to rise from their ashes and find something decent for Blas.
You know what? His debut single, In Your Bed, this was a totally different style.
I'm gonna call it like I see it, let you know how I live and breathe it.
This was cheeky, playful, full of attitude. It was likable. He asked a very deep question. Why is my girl in your bed? He is a thinker. There is diversity to the back catalog, and that kind of excites me. The same with Hooverphonic, because you don't know what he will do, because he can do many different things. On his most recent hit we keep referencing, what I liked about it was that it felt very Spanish without being cliche, because this was not Como Cuentan lo Bayao, Spanish Fiesta. This was Spanish guitar, and it sounded Spanish, but it felt like contemporary Spain. Okay, we're talking about that fancy museum. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? He was serving some Bilbao realness. Cutting edge kind of stuff. He can do it all. Ephraim says, a pretty solid pick. Blas proved in Tu Cara Me Suena that he has an impressive vocal range, and he has released some brilliant songs since going solo. If TVE can avoid unnecessary revamps and overthought staging, as in Tel Aviv, we might just finally get out of the bottom 5. Final thoughts, Luis?
It's the first time that Spain's act is announced this early, ever. if in January we know which selection process we have, we're lucky. So this is a major step up. So I'm quite confident. I don't expect this to be a winner. I don't expect this to be even a top 10, but I think he can deliver something decent. And yeah, leaving the bottom 5 for the first time in 5 years.
I think on the checklist, Eurovision success, Spain have got the artist, a big tick. Now they need to get the song and they need to get the staging. And we know with Spain that they are well capable of messing up both those aspects. So I am praying and hoping that they are on a good run, that they're onto a good thing, and that they will keep the progression going, and that they will keep the momentum, and that they won't just balls it all up by doing something atrocious with the staging or picking a dirge of a song. And I am positive that because they've announced it so early, that they're planning on putting the work into it and giving us a winning package.
Well, that was Irish candor if I've ever heard it. What I'm hearing from everyone is that we are cautiously optimistic. We think that he's got some skills, and now it's a matter of RTVE executing correctly. And given how early it is, they are clearly thinking ahead. So I'd say on the whole, this is actually quite positive. That's safe to say, so we'll go around positive from me. Yeah, they positive too. They agree. In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Are you positive that Blas Cantó can blow us out of the water? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Don't forget to comment on our comment section.
And you do realize that the artist announcements are coming thick and fast, so you need to subscribe so that you don't miss a thing.
Absolutely. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Adios.